Hello, everybody. Welcome back to
Super Mario Maker.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going right into it. So let's do it. Oh. Okay. Anyway, I heard about the big update they're having to the game soon in a few days. Have keys and all stuff like that, and hard mode, all that good stuff. So, someone's been playing my revels. Actually, it looks like a lot of them. Alright. Well, anyway, as the title of the video suggests, we are going to actually do another one of my levels, because I made a new one here. And that just kind of seems to be the trend I do. And hopefully nobody minds. Hopefully this is something you guys like to see. So I did another Chibi Robo themed one, and actually working with this one is kind of giving me the impression of the original idea I want to do for a level. It may not be doable due to the limitations of a course itself. So we'll have to see. This isn't quite the recreation I was talking about, Chibi Robo, but I did have a lot of fun with just this concept. And I guess I'll talk. As I've tried, if I talk about it now, I don't know if it'll make sense. I guess we'll do it now because I can't talk during it because I'm going to lose focus. But I was playing the 100 Mario Makers challenge or whatever, and I saw like the spiny buzzies or whatever, the ones with the single spike on their head. You can't really do anything to them, and like how they crawl around on all the surfaces and everything like that. And it made me think like, oh, they're kind of like bugs. And like, what would happen if Chibi Robo had to invade a bug nest? But since none of the enemies in this game look like bugs, I thought we'll go with mutant bugs. That would be something Chibi Robo might deal with. I don't know. So that was the idea with this, and then I had a whole heyday with it. So let's have some fun. I had more room for the title in this one too, but I forgot the dash. So we got some Buzzy Beetles who were, busy. And there's some stuff over here in the background here, just to kind of give a sense of ambiance. Some extra one-ups, because I know like if it ever got in the Mario Maker 100 Mario challenge, people would need some one-ups. Trust me, I've played that, so I figured I'd stick 3 hidden one-ups in the level. So here we go. This is kind of the idea of like just going through bug tunnels. I'm gonna leave those alone. And since these are all supposed to be fully blocked in areas, like enough areas up there where the chain chomps are. Those are supposed to be filled in entirely, but because of the limitations of the blocks, I had to cut some of them. So I had to make as much room as possible to make the level as big as possible. So here we go. We got cross paths, and for the sake of it, I'm going to show you guys the whole thing. So this way is one thing, but it's not where you want to be. And they can't follow you. But you're going to want to jump straight down, because by now the Buzzy Beetles are going to be on their heels. This is another Chibi Robo mushroom, in case you get hit along the way. It happens. It's not a super difficult level, but it is slightly long. Ooh, a slightly long one. The mushrooms, guys, aren't really bugs, but just more like mutant mushrooms. If we got mutant bugs, why not mutant mushroom creatures? And we have another dead end over here, just full of bugs. We just got more bugs over here. Leave me alone. I both like and hate how these guys don't walk off platforms. Now, there's 2 ways you can go about this one. You can jump across, or you can jump down. The jump down is originally intended to be a trap, and you can't advance the level without going down here. But for the sake of it, we're going to go down here. And we got a Karibo over here. Karibo shoe. Which is a big help in finishing the stage, but it is not a requirement. And I do know that it is possible to kind of screw this up, but this is meant to be a trap. So I figure once you get the shoe, you're pretty much golden if you're careful. Except if something like that happens, and now I've kind of screwed myself. So, back to checkpoint. There we go. I kind of showcased the flaw with that. So I will try and go through the level without the shoe now, just to kind of to show it off. And go. It is a lot harder without the shoe, but it is not impossible. I have done it, so if I can do it, then it can be done. I wasn't trying to get hit there, though. You can't get through without taking the hit. And for Chibi Robo to finish his extermination, something to destroy the entire nest. And that was the idea of that. And this is the end, basically. There's a little bit of things over here I did to add to the ambiance. Other side of the little mountain or whatever. And there is a third hidden one up. I'm not going to show it off here. But it is in this screen, in the overworld. It's hidden up here. It's in a hidden block. So, if you're going to find that, go ahead and look through. And here we are, back at the Chibi house. So there we have it. I do know that the little trap in the bottom is a little bit of a possible doom situation, but since it is meant to be designed as a trap that you would go over rather than go down in, I did kind of make it that way. So, but that's what the checkpoint's for. But yeah, there's not much to say about the level. I mean, I like making these Chibi Robo themed levels just because he's such a small little guy. Like, he's only a few inches tall. Like, maybe about, what, 3 or 4 inches tall at most? Half the quote-unquote official size of Kirby. So he's not really that big. So I figured he can do a lot of tiny little adventures. And that kind of takes me back to my childhood a lot, where I played with, like, outside, I pretend with my sister Hannah. And she was always a tiny little person in a world with, like, Pikmin and bugs and stuff like that. And that's what we did, like, outside. So Chibi Robo kind of brings that back a little bit, because it makes me feel like Chibi Robo is that little person that's just tiny, but in a normal-sized world. But to a tiny person like Chibi Robo, the world is very different. So that's kind of what the idea was about Chibi Robo-themed levels. Now, I definitely want to make more of them, because I don't see a lot of Chibi Robo levels out there, and a lot of Chibi Robo anything in general. But I think that'll do it for this episode. There's not much to show. I guess I should probably go back and show the ID was there on the screen, and I'll put it in the video description. Or if anyone who has found me on here, just look me up and just look up my levels. It's not that difficult. But I don't think there's much else to say. I think the next level I want to do is one of two things. I want to do a second Skylifts level, intended to be more playable than the first one, but kind of like a sequel to it. Or because I want to get Twilight Princess HD coming out, maybe I'll make a level themed around Wolf-Link, the Wolf-Link amiibo costume. Something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I think that'll do it. It's gone on a little long enough. So try out the level for yourselves. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys like these little Chibi Robo levels, because I really have a fun time making them. And it takes me a little while to get me some inspiration for them, but I definitely will enjoy making them. There's just a lot of potential in them. So that'll do it. I thank you guys for watching. Next time we'll do more viewer levels. So until then, thank you guys for watching. I see you, and outro ruined. Goodbye, guys.